Hi everyone, it's Simon here with a review of the VR section of Concrete Genie. Concrete Genie is an absolutely amazing game. It came out in 2019, it's a PS4 exclusive, and it's one of the most unsung, brilliant games of 2019. Go and buy it. It's completely playable without VR, but the VR section is separated off, and I hadn't had a chance to get into it until now. Now I've got PSVR, I'm in. This area brings two new kind of places to go and play with Concrete Genie. The first one is inside a lighthouse, and you've got kind of a 270-degree wall that you can then paint all your designs on, and you do that with two move controllers. Your dominant hand is what you'll use with the paintbrush tool, and it works very similar to how the actual non-VR game is. It's just using really precise move controllers, and they're really well calibrated. Your less dominant hand, and it was the left hand for me as I try to spit my words out, holds the book of your patterns that you'll unlock through the tutorial, as it teaches you how to kind of move it all around using the VR and the move controllers. It works really well though, because you just hold up the book, you point the paintbrush at what you want, press a button, and it loads it up, and then off and away you go. It's got quite a lot of things that you're allowed to have in one location as well. So you can really get messy with it, and obviously delete what you want and so on and so forth. The second area though is where it comes into its own, and this is in the crystal fields, because it takes it from a 2D space into a 3D environment. So instead of painting graphs on the wall, you're now painting grass in a field environment. The butterflies aren't just fluttering on the wall, they're fluttering around you. And it just made me feel like I was like half painter, half Harry Potter. And it was really good. And what I really liked about it is that there's two patterns that are the sun and the moon, and that changes the whole place into a day and night cycle. And some of the other designs then change their pattern and format depending on what's in the day and what's at night. And I found that really, really exciting and quite wonderful to see, because you can, particularly when you're playing with like fireworks in the sky, or you're doing shooting stars, or aurora borealis kind of like patterns in the sky and things like that, it really makes you go cool, because it's all around you, and you can be quite you, again, just like previously, you can get quite a lot into the space, so you can really build up something the way how you want it. Sadly though, that is the only arena that there is, and once you've played through it and unlocked all of the bits and bobs, it will then kind of be available in free paint for you to then go back and play with stuff. And it's a good little playground. I just wish that there was more environments for you to then go in and muck about with. To me, it feels like a real proof of concept for them to then go, do you know what, we can make this a really chunky portion or a standalone game somewhere else in the future. So a really good diversion for a good maybe hour and a half or so. It's not going to make you kind of go out and be like, VR is the best, but it's really well put together. What's there is great. I just wanted more. However, the game itself is absolutely stunning and really quite cheap, because it was brought out at kind of like that £20 range, and it kind of dropped to about 15 now. So yeah, this is easily one of the best deals in the game as a game as a whole. Just don't expect the VR content to go absolutely nuts for you. Very enjoyable whilst you're doing it though, and watch out in the Crystal Hills for the squirrels behind you. Alright, any comments or questions, please leave them down below. I hope my gameplay footage isn't too crazy, because this was day one for me when I got PSVR, and I was still like, oh, I'm in 360 degrees, so apologies if the footage is a bit wonky. You guys take care, and I'll catch you soon on Higher Flame Games. Bye. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Plane Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share, or a pledge. Thanks for watching.